What's up, everybody? Got the day off. Oh, gonna play some vids with Johnny here? Yeah. Whew. Love days off, y'all. One sec here, just trying to set up my mic so it's not all twisted up. Ah. Hello. How is everyone, man? Oh, it feels good to just chill today. I've been putting in some serious hours at work. Like, we're doing 110 a week if we wanted. I don't want that. Way too many hours. But yeah, I'm gonna play some vids here, get Johnny on board. Oh, I hit the field for some casual DVD. Bum, bum, bum. Nikki just left for work, so it's just us guys. Love it. Matchmaking. What's up, guys? Morning. Ooh, we are tired this morning. I slept in as late as I could, but man, I was sleepy. I'll play a tune while we wait, huh? What do you guys say? The match is starting. I'm still joining. What the fuck? One sec, Johnny. I'm warming up. Ah, I still got it. Ah! Fuck that up. Nope. Ah! Denied. Here it comes. Woo! Ah! Too soon. Sorry, teammate. Oh, I gave him a perfect pass in the zone. Ooh, we got lucky. Take it out. Take it out. To the net. To the net. What? Good block. Great block. Cobra Kai, bitch. Oh. Woo-ha! Oh no! I'll play goalie. Suck, kid. Oh, what was that? He just popped it over my head. Going down. Yoink! Firing with the steel. Ta-da! Shit. Oh no! Come on, lips. Way to play some goalie, buddy. Good job. That's what we need. Team player. Tapped ya. Haha. Whoa. Whoops. No. Get it. What the? This is chaos. We need a goal. Let's go, boys. A small weakness. Get him. Hit it, lips. Is it lips? Lups. Oh, Lups got blown up. That's the end of Lups. Get it. Oh, shit, son. Bruh. The fuck was that? No! Get it. You're going the wrong way. It's my moment. It's my moment. This is it. It's all me. Oh. Go to the net. Yeah. Nice shot. Cool, cool goal screen, yo. That's it. Goal time. No! Get out of here, you little bitch. Yeah, get in the mix. Get in there. What's up, everybody? Good morning. 7 people watching already. Man. Oh, yeah. Go, Lups. Ooh, monster. I got a cardio session planned later today. I gotta swing by work and grab my check, even though I have a day off. I can go get my money. Wouldn't mind a haircut, because this is probably as long as it's ever been. Whoa. No. So these fuckers have aim lock. Go time! Sorry, Lups. Fuck. Take that. D up. Woo! Got it. Oh, that was so mine. Oh, this one is though. We're going OT. Whoa, good save. Send it! Don't be silly! Gonna send it! No. Bruh. No, where's the D, bitches? It's OT! Good job, Lups. You're the MVP, baby. MVP. I haven't played in a while. I want to win my first one. Come on now. We can't just... Oh! I went for it. Believe, Shifu! Believe! Oh, this is some Miyagi shit right here. Gotta get better. Sorry, Lups, getting that, buddy. You're a goalie. What are you doing? That a boy. Did you hear me? Nice. Oh, I'm gonna go for the gold. Alright, Lups is in net. It's me and you, buddy. Me and you. Let's go to the net. It's time. It's goal time, baby. Oh, shit, I missed. Let's go! Ah, that was so close. Good try. Oh. Lups, get it! Arthur, it's me and you. Let's go deep. Go deep. I got it. Arthur, that's you. Yes. Good shot. This is it. I'm gonna smash this shit. Oh yeah. Wait, that wasn't me. I thought I got that one. Come on, you gotta give me that. Oh, good goal. Good goal. We won. Woohoo! Fucking freezing down here. Johnny! Johnny! Invite. I'm gonna spin one up while we wait for Johnny here. Johnny! What do you mean Barks has bite? Like, what do you mean Barks has bite? Dun, 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 dun. I'm too sexy for this computer. It is so old and abused. Man. Woo! Casual. Spin one up, get my mind right. Play some video games.
Uh-oh.
Wow, you're coming in on tenfold.
Good. Good.
My fucking
I
ears.
like it. I might be able to drop mine a little bit.
For the love of God, I hope so. Keep me in it. I was starting to roll. I won my very first game. I was so stoked. Now the competition is going to be stepped up a notch. I have to try. No. What the f... Missed that one. No goalie. Had this guy named Lups, who was just an amazing goalie last game. He kept us in it. Went to OT. Clutched up. Did you watch my Drunken COD games? Those were great. Some shots were so on, others were just so out there. I was like, oh yeah, you've had a few drinks. Had some turkey dinner. Oh man, we're getting killed. Get me all spinach ready here. Hi Randy, I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, right on. Defense, defense. Making a filter, then I'm in the game here. Just making a filter. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Like, try and roll a little doobie for the morning, and this is what I do. Fucking huge. Oh shit. Ah, you noobs. Like magnificent goal. You see me slow play that? I was like baited, tap. I'm living in your head rent free, bitch. Rent fucking free. Oh, John, you're back. You're alive. Hello?
Yeah, that works better.
Alright, there we go.
My volume should be better too. I'm not sure though.
March. You were like coming through on fucking XM radio.
Good. Fucking love yelling at people.
Oh, damn it. No.
It's going in. Game over.
It was me versus all three of them at the start. Fuck, it was horrible.
All the time.
Started up, go AFK.
It's a test. It lets me know how much I have to try that game.
Man, I found a nice little house down the street for like 75 more bucks a month. It's got a little garage and stuff. It's literally down the road. It's perfect. But now that I'm like talked him into it and we're gonna go look at it and stuff, and I'm like nearly about to take it, I'm like, do I really want to spend $3,000 just to move down the street?
Wow.
It's first and last.
Into it.
It's just Nikki and me.
Yeah. Well.
I don't know. I just, when time comes to spend the money, it's like it's blowing an entire check on just moving, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. I like my money.
That's what I had to deal with, that decision.
Yeah.
And screw me over not moving.
Yeah, I think moving will end up winning, because I just can't watch my car sit outside another winter and get devalued, man. Like, fucking, so many sensors at like minus 40 don't turn on in my engine, and it just fucks it up. It's just confused on how to run.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what the GM does here, is they fix everything that breaks because of that, but they don't fix the actual shit breaking it.
Yeah,
shit
they
ton
just
of money.
make money off of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even our new bills, like these plastic fucks, like we're standing back in like, this was like 2013, 2014 when they first came out. But we were standing in line at the mod yard for the gut truck, we called it, getting our burgers and shit for lunch, because you never packed a lunch, you're all coked out all the time. Just kidding. But for real.
Yeah.
We were electricians, we were partiers, man. Anyways, motherfucker, like, we pull out these new 20 bills and 10s, and they would literally snap in minus 30. Like, they're unrippable, they just break. Like paper mache in minus 30.
That.
Oh my god, I'm like, this is our new currency? It's not even meant for the cold?
They fixed it.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. But that was just the point. They're like, we follow Europe a little too closely.
Well, you know what's coming up now is credit card fees. Whenever you use a credit card in Canada, they can charge you now.
Oh my god.
Starting November.
I'm never getting another credit card. I have one right now.
I gotta cancel mine before I use it. I got so much. That's like the only money I have left.
Yeah,
I don't want to fucking use it.
I had one racked up at 15K, and then I grabbed another one from Rogers for 5K, and I'm like, this is for emergencies. I end up just spending vacations on it, and like, oh yeah, casino night, why not? Stripper night, like, it just adds up.
It's way too tempting.
Yeah, so now I owe
Take it,
another
take it,
fucking
take it.
4,500 to that company. I'm like, let's just get on this. Woo, missed. I gotta go pick up a check today, actually. Should be 3K sitting at my work. But then I have a 5-day hold, so like I only get paid every like 17 days. or I guess 20 days. It's so annoying.
Because other people get to pick at it first, or what?
No, it's fucking some office lady. It was creepy, man. Like I watched a guy get smeared off the highway right in front of me, and he was still in the hospital. Literally 2 days later, what happened? There's something else that happened at the mall. Someone died in front of me there too. And then I come back to work,
Fuck.
and the lady who did my orientation and sat down with me for 3.5 hours had a massive heart attack and died at work. And
What?
she's the one, yeah. So she's the one that does all the paperwork and all the online banking and stuff. So I gave her my online banking fees and all this and that, but she
What
didn't
the
get
fuck?
time to put it in. So now we're getting checks, and my checks get held if they're over 2 grand for 5 business days.
Yeah, I know what you're
So
saying.
that's
yeah.
annoying. So now when I get paid, I'm not really paid till the week after. Pisses me
I'm
off.
just glad I asked, because that's freaking wild.
Dude, Nikki's like, there's like, is that why you're so happy? You've just been all these car wrecks and you've just buried your friends all your life, and now you're just like, every day's a gift. I'm like, yes, because there's so much death around. It's insane. Did I ever tell you? I was doing my Pratt's training for that food truck company I did for like 2 years. That's when I was really making money and staying jacked because it was awesome. Oh, you disappeared.
No, yeah, one sec. Just keep
Anyways,
talking.
yeah, I'm gonna smoke up when I talk about death. The guy I was training with, I was supposed to be with him for 2 full weeks, and it's a class 3 truck standard, right? Like, it's not a hard truck to be trained on. So usually at the next week by the Wednesday, I was like, yo, get me out of this truck. This guy smokes a pack a day. I am an ex-smoker. I'm ready for my own truck. They're like, yeah, we just don't have you in the system yet. Thursday comes by. I'm like, please, not the Friday with him. It's a busy day. I'm like, I can't do it. They're like, yeah, we're getting in a hurry. We know you're good to go. You're an excellent driver, blah, blah, blah. Friday morning, instead of riding with him, they're like, finally, we got you ready. I'm like, thank you for pushing it forward. They're like, well, you're supposed to have on record like 5 more training shifts, so we could bounce you around drivers. I'm like, just, yeah, do that then. So they bounced me around with a different driver. That guy fell asleep at the wheel and went in the ditch and is still in a wheelchair.
What?
So,
I
like,
woke up once and some guy was like swerving over the white line on me, and I was like,
yo, bro.
I can't wait to get out of here.
Oh man, that's when you hit him. This is my
I was just
fucking
working
life.
so hard, I was like done. I was getting driven home by somebody. They're
Oh,
just
yeah.
like the worst driver in the whole squad.
Yeah, see, you can't trust people with your life, man. And like when these big trucks roll, you're dead. Like you know your seatbelt's locked with extra swing in it, you know? Like it's not safe.
Yeah.
Oh,
One
it's so
time
bad.
this guy fucking, he was driving Fort Francis Highway Christmas Eve to come get me, and
Ooh.
he's like 3 hours late. I'm like, called the cops.
you
Like,
alive?
oh yeah, there's some truck on the highway parked. It died where there's no service. And I'm like, ooh. Then he showed up and he tried getting me to do all the work. I'm like, I'll take a cab. You can stay here. Try to figure that out. I've never had to get a truck off of that kind of highway, but like they get mad at you the longer it sits there.
Oh yeah, that's a high shoulder 2-laner, right? That's a nightmare. Yeah.
Shitty no shoulder, pretty much.
That was so funny. I got that job for $20 an hour at that pulp mill, or the pulp mill there in Sulico. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make real fucking money, blah blah blah. I did like 3 shifts, and I was like, fuck this.
Was it Hudson?
Yeah, it was the Hudson plant, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I went to Mackenzie, BC, and did that kind of thing, and like the person before me like lost their hand on a fucking saw,
Oh,
and they're like
shit.
showing me the saw, and I'm like, oh yeah. And I go up and like in the first couple days, I wrecked my thumb.
Oh no.
There's like a tendon that goes through a sock for your thumb, and it like pulled apart that, so I could feel every movement of it. And I was like
gross.
sorting like 2x4s and stuff like really
Oh, you're on the
fast
green
a
line?
conveyor belt.
Yeah, you're on the
thanks.
green line.
Yeah.
That's where they put all us rookies. I hate that shit.
That
Yeah, I
must
was
be
like,
exactly what Hudson was then.
yeah, like we walked, like I followed the Langless brother, the older one. He's kind of looks like a native, but
Yeah.
I guess they all are, aren't they? Yeah.
I
But he's a
don't
tall,
know,
skinny
yeah,
one. I
pretty
played
much.
ball with him. I remember him fucking, or Saint Laurent was his last name. I remember he beat the shit out of me at football all the
Oh,
time. But he's
Stephon St. Laurent.
yeah. So he worked there.
Yeah,
He was
he was
one of
our
my
goalie.
supervisors, and he's like, "Okay," looks at me and like holds my hand like a little bit of a queer, and he's like, "Don't let go of the guideline." The last guy let go of the guideline. I'm like, "What the fuck's a guideline?" So we walk out. It's a 2x8 over open muffin monster, like muffin monster. You know those steel things that eat everything.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Grab the rope and don't let go." And I'm like, "So this is our fucking safety line, so we don't fall in the muffin monster." I'm like, "Oh my god." It was so sketchy. And then like third shift, I got like 3 dozen sawdust particles behind my safety glasses and in my left eye. and it was
Oh
fucking
yeah.
painful. And they wouldn't take me to the hospital till end of shift. And like
Yeah.
literally an hour later, I was like, it looked like the Rocky guy. My eyebrow was puffed up, even to my nose was like swollen black. I'm like, yeah, I need a hospital now. And then they drove me back to Dryden at the end of the shift. And then someone else took my car home, and he blew by me in my Bonneville doing like a buck 60. I was so mad. I was like, who the fuck gave him the the right to drive my car? He's like, well, he didn't have a ride home since you took his seat. I'm like, then call a fucking cab. Why is he driving my car? Mm.
Yeah. I wonder how like if
So
they got
mad.
shut down towards the end of it or not. Like,
Oh yeah,
like
it was
my
endless safety violations there. Fuck yeah.
my aunt does hiring for a company like that, and like she would bring in people from like countries all over the world, and then stuff them in a house for $100 a rent
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
month or whatever. And then like she started like piling more and more people in. I'm like, what's going on
It's
here? And then she like
illegal.
lost her shit on me. But yeah, and then at work, they're like one guy was like falling asleep at work most days, and the other guy
Jesus.
was like really really old doing physical work, and like she just like she's like brings them in to like get started, but she puts them in this like unsafe place because they're used to worse. But it's
Well,
like it's so
yeah,
stupid.
it pans out if they get fired. If she trains them and boots them out and brings more in, it works better for her. It's a volume game. I remember they brought in like 40,000 Filipinos back in like 2010 to help us with the labor force because apparently there wasn't enough Albertans to work all the rigs. But they all came to the mod yards and electricians and they just took trades. They all went to trades and we lost our jobs. The
Yeah,
next
that's how
year
it
we couldn't get a
goes.
job at the mod yard. We were like, what? And there's 1,000 Phillies walking around there. Oh yeah, it's interesting in Alberta, man. Oil country, they'll hire anybody.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, shit.
One of
Trying
my
to think of
besties
some.
though is oh sorry, I just saw your text now. Jordan Simon,
Yeah.
my boy Stretch. He's been a
Yeah.
roughneck, tripping pipe like Deepwater Horizon. He's that guy out there tripping pipe all day in front of the drill shack, and he fucking he's getting like $39 an hour now because he's been doing it for 3 years. That's what they pay him now. And I'm like, oh,
So
that's
he's
so worth it. He's like, no, my wrist is fucked. My back is totally fucked. My neck. I get massages daily. I'm like, what are you still doing there then?
oh yeah, you get addicted to it, man.
Yeah, apparently the paycheck's just too much. But he's really bad with finances. Like I've seen him throw away so much money. He had a beautiful like half-ton four-door Dodge Ram 5.7 liter, but his payments were like 1,000 a month. He traded it in for a brand new Mazda little SUV X5, which was like he lost money on the trade-in. And now, after like 5 years goes by, he's making 40 an hour. He traded that Mazda in for like 180,000 clicks on this jacked up Dodge Super Duty diesel Cummings thing, and it cost him $80,000. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
what? I'm like, you just did a huge step backwards. What is wrong with
That's
you? I'm going blue.
I did like the same thing pretty much. I'm so
What?
screwed.
Never
Oh
buy
yeah.
new.
No, I don't
Haggle.
mean no, I did. I
Oh,
waited till my parents needed to get rid of their car, asked them what the dealership would give them, and then just did an honest deal with them.
I couldn't. I'm not picking up thingies. Oh, I'm already full.
Yeah, it stays
Wait,
full.
is the ball
Like,
smaller? I'm stoned.
oh yeah,
What's happening?
it's small. It's small and it curves.
What the fuck?
It's just a wild thing,
Well, thing. Dun, dun,
just to get
dun,
you
dun,
started in here.
dun.
If I can
You got a
see.
triple hit. Look at me. Oh, and then
Oh
I blew
no,
it.
never mind. Boost does run out.
Apparently. What were we talking about? Yeah, bad purchases. I'm worried this house might be a bad idea. It's gonna be more bills in the winter. But if
Yeah,
it wasn't my car I cared about, I would fucking do it. Oh, I tried to put that over the net. Smaller
so
ball,
my
huh?
camera making it awful.
Like my
I can't
girlfriend's
even see
like,
my car right now.
what do you mean?
I can't. Like I just see the screen.
Oh,
and
the
it's stuck in
cam.
my car. Like all I see is ball. If it's on my nose. Oh god.
Power slide.
Oh
But yeah,
wow.
Nikki's like, let's shell out and get like a really nice car cover that'll help keep your car warm. I'm like, that doesn't work. That's not how you keep a car
No.
warm in the winter.
You need a battery warmer and
How did
a
I
block
score?
heater. Oh, I shot on the wrong man.
I definitely have a block heater, and my battery's in my trunk, which doesn't keep it as warm as you'd hope. It's definitely nicer in the trunk, but you almost need like, I don't know. No, I gotta G-Hodge the bitch, man. It's the only real option.
What does that mean?
Put it in the garage. Even if it's not heated garage.
G-Garage. Oh, sorry.
Jihash. I say Jihash. We live in Paki country, buddy. It's all Muhammad Jihad out here. Good times. When you go for a run, all I smell is curry. And I like curry. It's good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't pass up on curry.
No, dude. I never realized when I go to like the food court, I go to Wok Box. I like chicken and rice with a little bit of naan bread and curry dip more than fucking fast food. That's my jam.
Yeah.
I could eat that shit all day.
Like, there's crazy amounts of fast food that's just so much better than what we've been used to here. Like, when growing up and stuff. Like, it's just...
Well, Wok Box was here. I don't think I ever grabbed it, though. Because last time I was in Winnipeg, I made my dad eat it. It's like, I don't want your fucking healthy shit, Bart. He's like, I want KFC. I'm like, just trust me. I'm like, eat this. You'll fucking love it. And he scarfed down a sumo-sized. He's like, that was actually really good. My guts don't hurt. I was like, oh, imagine that. He's like, oh, you don't get that after rot? I'm like, no, it's not McDonald's.
Yeah, my dad and mom are going completely different directions in what they eat now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's wild.
Both my parents, hold on.
Whoa.
Sorry to hawk up there. Both my folks went like diabetic, so they had to do like the big 180 change. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. My whole family diabetic, except for my brother. I haven't asked him.
I don't think I'm there yet.
Oh,
my
man.
family's psychotic.
Yours, you ain't got nothing on the Flemings. You think our little perfect family tree was so nice? We threw fists at each other when we got older. Well, apparently they did. I didn't. I wasn't even there for any of it.
That's classic.
But like, they had the cops called on each other. Miles and Tara will never talk again. Miles and Dad, Mom may never talk again because they're such crazy fucking bitches. Oh,
yeah, see, I just found out everybody has been hiding that shit from me.
Yeah, like... Yeah, there's so much family drama when you're in the loop. That's why this summer I wrote them off. Are you just passing me shots? I like it.
No, my camera's all messed up. I'm just trying to figure things out.
I thought you were just really, really, really helping me. You're like, here, try a spinning shot. Feel the ball was doing a thing? And made me think about it.
That'd be fun, though. It's hard to do that stuff.
I don't know, my sister's back, like, made her damn near quit work. And she's had, like, 6 surgeries, and she's called me having mental breakdowns. Like, it's bad. My parents went and lived with her to help her out, and then, yeah, they had a huge falling out, man. It was bad. They're just calling me to meet. Yeah, while they're there, my parents were convinced she was having like a big mental breakdown, and she was saying no, so she ran away to Edmonton with Chris while my parents are living at her house. It was just a big fucking weird thing. But my dad was like looking for work while living there to help her. I'm like, wait, you were gonna start work and live at her house? I'm like, that's a little intrusive, don't you think? Dude. Yeah, I'm gonna make 10 grand a check and still live here.
my dad was working at Tamarack Nursery doing shit like that. Hudson we were talking about, like not as rough, but like as bad on him as anything else, and he was doing it for like fucking, I don't know, they paid him a little bit more than me, but I was like young and like able to do so much more work than him, and they paid me like straight up minimum wage, and they gave him like a big boost.
Yeah, they would senior rate or whatever the hell. It's crazy.
Oh, maybe there is something like that.
My dad, yeah, when he went to the Mac to work with my brother. Wow, it sticks to your hood. That was weird.
Oh yeah.
It came with me. What the hell?
This ball does it a little bit better than most, but this game's all about like not hitting it wildly. You like.
I want to see this again. It was something to do with the way it was spinning, I think. Hold on. Get it right on the bumper, and then you gotta... How come it's bouncing off? I'm so confused.
Because you gotta get more beside it. Because if you go on the front half of it, you'll pop it up, or if you go on the side of it with your car, that's why the Merc's easy. Yeah.
See, we learn something new every day, don't we?
I'll show you one real quick here. There's spots on the cars you can use to dribble it and control.
I've seen...
Some people do it in the air and shit.
The hood pop. Oh, sorry, I was about to attack. I wanted to see this. The hood pop one where it sits on the hood. It's like an ollie or a stall for hacky sack. It's such a good move.
Oh yeah, so like you go in front of it. Oh, see, this ball won't do it because
it's trickier on this one. That's for damn sure. But when it sticks, it's like aim assist. It's weird.
Yeah, this one's weird. But yeah, and like one player, you can push a button, so like you pop your nose up and it lands on your nose, and you just hold turbo. And like you can start like dribbling in the air and practice it.
Spike the shit.
Oh yeah,
interesting.
I don't do that because I play on the ground all the time because I'm playing with random ass people that don't play defense. So like, if you try to play the ball, they'll hit it themselves, and then you lose every game. It's like, Oh, going to snow day.
Yeah, my fucking first game was awesome randoms. They were children, for sure. I was having fun.
I
It
don't
was a
even have my
2-1
mic
win,
on
though.
anymore. I'm too scared. Too scared of who actually plays this game. I'm so much older than everybody.
Oh, they could hear me then. I was screaming out, Lupa. I'm like, Lupa, you play D. Go back to the net. He would stop and beeline it to the net. I'm like, oh, he can hear me.
Those are fun teammates, man. Like even if you all suck, but they'll actually like react.
We were
when
trying.
you're saying
It was a hell of a first game. 1-1 and
Okay.
it was 2-1 for OT win. It was a good game.
Exit out of that. We're gonna join into like. The
Oh, that's not you? I was
Okay.
like, this guy's really trying.
Yeah, I can't imagine what they're doing with that ball, dude. I think it's on All Star.
Oh, my
There we
back.
go. Yeah, Brit's got two. She found out she had a second vertebrae that's off
Oh,
recently.
man.
Yeah, and her work, like, she had the best job. COVID hit, and her job's like, go home, work from home. Then everybody's getting
Aw.
sent back to work, and she's like, let to stay home, and she's like loving it. But then all of a sudden, her manager switched and got a new one, and everything went with it, like
Oh,
all
that
the
sucks. That
calm
sucks.
and chill and all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
but she's got like a good gig though. It's just without
What'd she
bad
do?
management, everything changes. Uh, there's like Canada Life Insurance or something. Manulife used to be. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called, but
Sweet.
she works for an insurance company. Just does a bunch of paperwork and like if I'm a insurance salesman, I need to be accredited or have like a certificate, and she's
Oh,
like the
yeah.
person that keeps track of it. And there's so much shady shit, like just people like selling insurance that don't have a license to sell it, and
Oh, I bet. I bet.
it's wild, yeah. And they're like
Oh.
they got the ultimate lawyer force, so like if if she's onto somebody, like they get taken out. Like
Hmm.
it's kind of cool. It's like it's weird though because you don't know who's using it to like survive and who's using it to like be rich as fuck. So like if you kill somebody or not kill, if you wreck somebody who's like barely getting by, then like that's something that weighs on you, I guess. But
Hmm.
if you don't care, then you can have some fun.
Well, I worked my last gig at the tree farm. I was all day, every day with that priest, but he was also a financial advisor. He made me hella nervous since I've been, especially living broke these last years. He's like, you're in debt, don't spend that kind of money. I'm like, what do you mean? I have lots to get out of debt. He's like, don't you dare. He's like, you put that somewhere safe. And I was like, where does it go? So I ended up talking to Connor, and it all came together. But yeah, as soon as that
he's
money
right.
left Canada, I was like, okay, it's gonna be cleaned. I may not get all of it. I should get more than I left, but it'll probably be a nice hefty chunk out of it. But as soon as it left, I was like, man, I don't want to go to work anymore. I'm covered. Nikki's like, you're in debt. I'm like, yeah, but it's all gonna
That's
work
what I
out.
did, That's what I did.
It's all
That's a
gonna
screw
work
me.
out. You just gotta chill. But yeah, I just need to stay at work. That's a cool one.
Like if you're not going for like, well, I mean, you're just gonna have kids if you have kids, kind of thing. But like for me,
Yeah.
like I'm not having kids, so I'm not worried about that. That's where it sucks.
Well,
Just I might end up with kids somehow, who knows, but not planned. That's for
yeah,
sure.
mine's not planned. We're having fun, and she's still taking birth control, but I don't know. Her period's doing weird things. She missed like a good couple months. I was like, oh, it's happening, and then it didn't. I was like, all right,
Andy had
either
all
way.
that stuff.
Yeah, it's just, oh shit, that was
my
me.
fault.
That was me.
My
I was
fault.
sitting there.
I gave it. I gave it. I guess
But yeah,
I
it's
put my
scary to
camera
think about
settings.
kids, but I gotta be the rock, so I'm like, yeah, no fear in front of her. But I don't know. My little nephew Carter is like a gift from the gods. What a sweet
He's so
baby.
easy to handle.
He's just,
yeah.
dude, he's your best friend. He's so fun. He just wants to go shooting, drink beers. Well, we drink the beers, but he'll get them for you. He loves
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
He's like, you guys get funny on beers, and he runs across a beer. Byron, you like Budweiser? I'm like, Unky Byron loves Budweiser. Thank you. Like, it's so great. But he shot his first buck the other day, and he's just like,
What?
the video. Yeah, he's 5, and he dropped a buck bigger than one I've ever gotten.
Holy crap.
He's my
I got
brother's
a
boy,
nephew
man.
like that, but
He's got
really
no neck. He's just a little tank. We're teaching him proper football form and tackling. Oh, he's the best, bro. He's not a little fairy, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's great. He's exactly like, he's a little ginger. He's just Miles
Wait,
Jr.
you still got time, man. Like, cause I was like doing what you're talking about for a little bit, and then I started hanging out with my sisters more, and like I started like acting a little bit different at home, and like then my dad
Uh-oh.
got pissed off about it. Like, I don't remember all this. I don't remember it, but I'm starting to make a lot of sense of it lately, and it's like,
Ah,
Yeah.
the past is the
Well,
past.
He would take me to fucking what's it called there, old timers hockey, and like everybody would be smoking and drinking, and I'd be hanging out with everybody. And
I was trying to show you the end of the road.
I was the only kid ever
to go to that.
Actually hanging out all night, as long as they would stay there till like 11 and shit. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I was before we even got into South Park and stuff.
Oh yeah, I love it when I hang with the old bears, man. They're like, I don't know, they're different people. You gotta get 6, 7, 8 beer in them, and then you're like, yo, now I see you. I see who you are. Like, when you're just talking with them, it's all finances and serious. Like, they've just talked so many years about the same shit. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
They're like so morally bored. My dad never found video games. He's going back to full-time work. He started on Monday. I guess I should call and ask, see how that went. But he's back to driving truck, and I'm like, you're an idiot. I hate you for it. It's dumb. Don't do it. It's septic tank or water truck or septic truck or whatever, but still, you don't need the money. You have enough for all of us to live off you. Why are you going back to work?
Hey, maybe he'll end up just finding you a good job and hooking you up and then piecing out.
I already have, like, that whole area. Pratt's main building was in Winnipeg. They started there and they branched out to Alberta, so I already could have transferred a while ago. But all I have is you, Jake, Brendan, Josh. That's so lame. What would I do?
Yeah, but they're like, they're kings. Aren't they kings now? Like, don't they all have like jobs at like?
Oh yeah, they were always about their money.
Oh, that's the thing though. I didn't realize how rich your families were.
Like when Brendan was having bumpy spells with his parents, they bought the neighboring property so he could build a house on it, and we did. And I was like, what? Yeah. On Thunder? Like, who just buys a spare property on Thunder? Yeah. That's a lot of money. And like Brendan had a 3-story water slide at his house, and I never realized till I got older how much money they had. And I was drunk like 14 there, and I carved my name into their wooden oak table like it was a cabin. He's like, how drunk did you get? Yeah, but I was excessively drinking at that age, man. I was bad. Oh, yeah. Like, I'd bring a 60-pounder, and there'd be like a 1/4 inch left in the morning. I'd be like, Miss Sit-On, do you want this? Be like, no, it's all good. I'm like, well, I'm leaving here for next time. And I'd get up in the morning, help clean. I'll be back. Yeah, I was always coming back. I used to ride the bus after school. I didn't hang out with them till like grade 11. But then I'd hop the bus and go to Thunder after school and then find a way home.
Are you there?
So funny. Oh, I was trying. To be honest with you, I don't know which way we're traveling. I don't know which is our net.
You're just left score is your score. It's orange. I always do it all the time. I've scored on the other. Like, I've spent like 3 minutes trying to score on my own net for a while.
Because you're dedicated to the goal. Then you're like, oh wait, yeah, wrong way.
Oh yeah.
I see the orange on the fencing now. I got a little confused.
I always have my car's weird colors too, like so that like I'm disguised, but the name tag's there, so I don't know. It's just confusing. It only confuses me. It doesn't really confuse the other team.
Jess is just loving our conversation. She's like, life, LOL. I was like, yeah, everybody's got their shit, man. Nobody's perfect. I'm trying to really like David Goggins this shit, or like, what's the Mind Guru?
I can't do that.
You just gotta.
Why right now? No, I can't. Like, I can't. Like, for 20 years, like, I had so much money, I wouldn't do anything with it because I just like, oh, I can rest. Wait for family shit to happen and go help them, but nothing happens. They don't ask for help because they're all like,
self-righteous.
You know? Yeah, and I'm like, that's all I've been wanting to do, and like, they're like, come drink and talk. And I'm like, yeah, but like, I gotta get a job. I gotta get skills. Like, I need to work on one thing, and I focus on drinking. I'm gone for 10 years. You know, like.
It's like, time traveling. I only have one day off. I drink and I'm like, wow, time for work again. I don't even remember going to sleep on the night off. Like, it sucks. Alcohol's a motherfucker. Woo! Yeah. But if I only have one night a week and I don't drink, I'm mad I didn't. Yeah. You gotta force it at least 2 beer.
I don't get rested when I'm like working that crazy. I just like turn into like some robot thing.
I know it's the scary part
about myself.
It's too easy to just sign your life away. Like, I'm so used to rolling out of bed at 5 a.m. I was like, wow, I'm old already, just like that. It's just I hate giving into that. What do I do? Exit main menu? Is this what I do?
No, you don't have to do anything.
Oh, cool.
Good. Jump
That's what I'm talking about. Sip my monster. Love you, buddy. Always good chats.
Yeah. Oh man, I know somebody right now who's like trying to. Like, they got a good gig, but they're, it's a rotten industry. I don't want to, like, mention anything for, like, exact, but, like,
fair enough.
He's had, like, a a supervisor, leader guy, like kind of what I had in Herzog. But like everybody I knew, I kind of knew their shit, and I kind of knew how to like get around it and like impress them so they lay off and shit. Like just get that over
Okay.
with at the start, and then they treat you way better, and then everybody else is like, how did you get the guy on your side? And you just like, oh,
I
just
talked
gotta
to
be
him.
a certain kind of person, yeah. Well, yeah, just know what they want from you and don't trust about everybody else and make sure that that's not an issue. And then they settle down.
Oh,
But with him,
trucking's
his
a
boss
different
is the
game.
opposite. They just like, oh, it was trucking though, but
Oh.
it was, yeah, it was like
Oh, you're
Herzog, where I
hurt.
was like,
Yeah, you're running that big
Yeah.
rig, right?
yeah, like I was just some patsy that had to do everything.
Ooh,
But like
all me.
when
Let's go.
when I started in the winter, it was like minus 40, and they're like, hey, you need to do this. I'm like, okay, sure.
It's cold
And
out.
I just do it, and then after
Yeah.
I look back and I'm like,
I shouldn't
I
have
wasn't
done
supposed
that.
to be doing that.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
well, you did it. I'm like, yeah. And I just kind of like, once you get them on your side, then they tell you why and how to do it safe, and like if it's worth your time, and how they get you
Hmm.
extra money and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's some people that knew how to like bill people and get you a nice little bonus check. So
I got fucking rattled the other day because I come home from another 14-hour shift here, and I'm like at the shop, and it's owned by 3 different bosses. One guy's got the tractor trailers, the other has the dump trucks, and the other guy runs. Fuck no, I think he just owns it all. I don't know what his deal is, but he owns a couple trucks too, apparently. The newer
Oh,
ones. And anyways, this guy literally tries to poach me, and he's like, yo, I can give you like 10 more an hour if you want to drive the class 1s. You just gotta do night shift. It's like 6 days a week, blah, blah, blah. It's like kind of the same fucking gig. He's like, yeah, we go
like,
hard all
permanent
winter.
night shift though?
Yeah, I
Like
just,
no chance at day shift, right?
I think it was just the position, yeah, that was open was nights. And I
How
met
do
the
you-
other guy that was doing it, and he was just loving life. He was so used to it. It
Have
scared
you-
me the fuck off.
Have you driven in the wintertime from like nighttime and then it like gets bright in the morning? Have you
It's
worked
just
like
the
that?
worst, man. Yeah.
It's so
I hate it.
weird. Like it's just like a
Uh,
strange feeling. I did it in Toronto, so like I'm getting off work and traffic's crazy, and we're just like dog tired driving through like.
Yeah, the most dangerous
Insane.
shit. yeah.
Yeah, I
No
remember
shot,
one time
buddy.
like they picked up at the Toronto airport, and then like getting onto the 401 or whatever, and just seeing waves
hate
of
the 401.
vehicles and being like,
Nice shot.
I want to go to Montreal. Though everybody tells me it's like the hardest place to drive in Canada because people are just all over the place.
It was dirty.
I-
man. I'm on street. I don't want to bash the living shit out of Quebec. It had
No, don't bash Montreal
Filthy-
though, man. That's like
okay.
you can't.
Montreal
you
was
can bash
fun.
Quebec, but
Yeah.
Montreal is like it's like Amsterdam kind of place. Like Vancouver.
It's a lawless kind of spot. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
we did what the fuck we wanted, and that was scary. I'm like,
That's
yeah,
what
we're
I'm
definitely
saying.
still in Canada. You go to the States and you're like scared to break the law because people are armed.
Oh,
Shit can go bad.
yeah. Okay, so where I went to the States, my company's like they pretty
Oh,
much
no.
are the reason the town has nice everything.
Oh yeah,
So, so like everybody was like drinking and driving, like it was weird. Like they just owned, like they're out just outside of Kansas City, and they like did whatever they wanted. And
KC,
they had all
man.
like the secretaries that are like the movie kind of secretaries.
Oh yeah, yeah. Pay the money.
Yeah, it's like
Make the
Mad
money.
Men style.
I was gonna say they must be partying hard. They're having a good season. I just want to go
Oh.
to. We gotta go to a winning team and watch them just bout at a home game, bud. Put all the colors on. Everyone will just love us. We'll just fucking
Yeah.
get licked. Woo!
You
Can't
ever-
wait.
You ever see the Bills team? Like,
No,
what
but
happens there?
I watched them this year and I love their quarterback. Like that guy doesn't
Yeah,
even
that's the
slide.
thing.
He just gets in it. Oh, that should have been
Yeah.
in.
He's right good, and
I love him.
Their
I'm-
fans are like wrestling fans. Like
Yeah,
their,
it's weird.
Tailgate parties are like the best.
They're solid, man.
Yeah,
Kind
there's
of
some
like
guy named Mike Berg. that
Cleveland
goes-
has plans like that. Like weird towns that have shitty teams or have diehard fans. Or Philly fans, they're probably going nuts right now. Goddamn. But I would
I
not
found
go to a
Cleveland
Philly game.
So peaceful. Like I don't know why or if it was, but it's just like
It's all the
walk around
weed,
there,
man.
it's just so nice.
Anywhere.
Yeah. I wanted to go to Cincinnati, but I didn't make it. Went to Chicago and I didn't
See, I did
go
that
to
when I was still
Detroit.
dating. What's her name? We went to New York, Chicago,
Megan, or no,
Boston,
what's her
and
name?
we didn't.
What's her
Yeah, Lindsay. No. The other one I did for
Oh.
a long time.
Oh.
We blew a whole summer's earnings on a little vacay to the States, and we just drove around everywhere, but all I did was put mad miles on my car. I missed. And
Yeah.
fight the whole time. It wasn't as
Yeah,
fun as
that's
I
the thing,
hoped.
right? Like, I
it
couldn't-
sucked.
I couldn't not fight. Like it was like I'm like the most docile, like you know, like adapting person that's just like whatever, whatever, and then eventually I'm just like, okay, this is
I
bad.
can't listen to this anymore and you just lose it. Fuck. Yeah, it was. I don't
Yeah,
know. I could have way
I
more
should
fun. I
I
deleted
should have
all
got
my
a
pictures
camper
of like
van.
Times Square, New York, because I wasn't smiling. I just took the shot. Like, yeah, I was here. I was so
But yeah,
mad.
I hate that. I gave up
Uh,
on that at some point. I'm just
we
like,
ran out of
screw it,
weed
man.
around Toronto area. I think we ditched it before the border, and then yeah,
Oh yeah.
I was just crabby.
This dude, um, fucking Laidlaw said he was going to a Detroit game and he landed in like Windsor. And this dude was a taxidermy obsessed guy. So like on the way to like the border, he saw like I don't know, it's a weird story, but it's kind of fucked and funny. But he like saw something that he wanted to save. So he got to the border with it in the trunk. And they're like, you can't bring this across the border. So he drove
Oh.
like back around. They went to a bush somewhere, threw it in there, and then they went back. They're like, "Where'd you put it?" He's like, "Oh, at home." Like, it's just like, I don't understand how you cross the border like that, like so confidently, like, oh, whatever. They'll just tell me to turn around. I'll come back. You know, like I can't do that.
No, no, no. I
At
go
the
to the
States,
border
I'm scared.
prepared. I'm prepared,
Like I found,
especially coming back
I
into Canada. That's hard.
Yeah, I
Huh.
found an empty baggie in my pocket after I did that, and I had emptied my pockets at the bathroom,
Oh
and I just
man.
didn't find it or grab it and like pull it out and be like, oh, that's gonna go back in my pocket. Like,
Connor, like the worst and best story I heard. Like, I love him to death. He is one of my boys. He'll stand at the line with me when I do tie the knot. But like, holy fuck, this kid was a mess in Vegas for his first EDC. Like, he passed out day one. I lost him. Couldn't even party with him the first night of EDC. He lost his wallet and
ooh,
everything. It was a shit show. Day two, he was more worried about his wallet than having fun on the strip while I floated him all the bills. We had a great time though.
that
But yeah, he
sounds like
found his wallet. I reassured him all their money will be in it. It was EDC, so he finds his wallet, all his money back, and then when we were leaving Vegas, I had to wipe all his cards and like do all the right stuff before the airport. And I'm like, I couldn't stress to him enough. Empty your fucking pockets on everything. Like you're gonna have something you didn't know about. Check everything. We're in the line. The fucking German Shepherd's circling us, and I just stared at him like, check your pockets again. He's like, what do you mean? I checked 1,000 fucking times. The look on his face, and I'm like, what? He's like, I have a doobie on me. I'm like, no, you fucking don't.
ooh,
He's like,
that's
I
the
don't know what
best
to do.
part.
I'm like, you have to walk to a trash can and throw it in there, but they're gonna trace your steps. That was you at the trash can in 5 minutes or less. We need to get through these scanners now. The look of sweat and panic on his face. I'm like, bro, they
I would,
get you right now. You're not coming home.
I would have swallowed it right there. I would have just been like,
I should have fucking swallowed it on him. Give it here, I'll eat it. Like the German Shepherd did like 3 laps before I was like, is there anything in my bag? And I just really realized I'm like, oh my god, it's him. But yo, like, oh, the footage on that must have been hilarious. He was like, leisure, leaning over, still drunk until like, up, pucker butt.
I want that job so bad. Watching
Oh, man.
cameras, like I just want to like, cause I'm so good at detecting
You could
things.
find,
Like,
yeah, the body
like,
language is so
uh,
obvious to us because you've been
yeah.
on the other side of the fence. Yeah.
No, like yeah, I don't know. There's something about inspecting that I like get a kick out of, but I can't handle the pressure of like telling people what to do. Like,
Well, there's cops, and then there's like airport security, and then there's like sheriffs. That's the order of like seriousness I give it to them. If you talk to a sheriff, you don't need to smile, dog. Just tell him what he wants to know.
oh yeah,
They're writing you tickets, no matter what.
Are they
They're talking
sheriffs
to
in
you.
Canada too?
Yeah, yeah. There's still county
Yeah.
sheriffs and stuff, but they're also pricks. They're wannabe super cops. Sorry for saying that on stream, but all cops are dicks. You know this.
Yeah, that's a fact. But
I've
I
only
mean,
met a couple of cool ones just because they were smoking weed. Now it's all legal. They all
I
smoke weed. They're
remember
still
being,
dicks.
I remember being at somebody's house here driving, and like 2 cops showed up on snow machines all hammered, and we were like smoking weed and stuff. I was like, whoa.
You should have
Like,
seen.
you know, I knew it was happening, but I
Ah.
just didn't experience it till that one day, and I was like, life.
Par trying to search my house after I threw a huge X party after a basketball tournament. He's sitting there like trying to tell me all this illegal stuff. Were you guys playing poker or anything like that? And I'm like, you want to talk about poker? How many times I sat at the table with you drinking at your house underage? I'm like, you're
Yeah.
trying to search my house illegally and you're an illegal fuck yourself. I was like, you're a piece of shit. I was just talking trash to him, man. But the problem was when Mackenzie opened the door, he let them step 1 foot in the house. He fucked up.
What?
They didn't ask. They just put a boot in the door. And then by the time I got to the kitchen, because I was trying to put Visine in my eyes and look normal, I had to answer a lot of questions. They were looking for Brianne Lapointe. She was missing. Fuck. Who goes to a party missing? Why would you do that to
Yeah.
me? She was one of my
Yeah.
besties, man. I
That's
felt that
weird,
was the
too,
biggest
'cause-
betrayal in my life. I hadn't slept. I dropped like 7 bombs that night. I got laid 3 times. Fucking answering the door to 2 pigs, sweating like a pig. I'm like, oh, this looks so bad. Pupils still dilated like this hockey puck.
That's the exact cop I'm talking about too. Like,
Oh, what a
guy
piece of
that
Oh,
showed
he
me
got
the way,
karma.
yeah.
Karma
Did
is
he?
a beautiful thing. Yeah, he was
That goes
fucking
in.
joyriding in his cruiser and he broke his hips when he crashed and hit a buck. God put a bucket his way. God bless. That's karma, man.
Appar-
How many times?
Apparently,
Woo, mine.
some cops tell people stories, and one of the ones I heard is that like some guy with a transport that was like on the list of like whatever 10 most wanted drug dealers or whatever, and they
Sweet.
couldn't find the where it was hidden. Like he did whatever he did. So like he brought it in,
nice
he
shot.
got to look at it and everything. He still didn't find it, so the guy got off. But they knew it was him. Like they had him, they
Interesting.
had nothing on him, and they're just
Oh, I
like.
love it. I love it.
But the guy's from here, right? That's his job, is he does like all the searches and stuff. And I'm like, wow, imagine being in that like zone where you're trying to like break at somebody else's puzzle. Like,
I would love that. I think I would better make
It'd be
a
wild,
great
though.
Jack Reacher. That would have been
well,
awesome.
the thing I realized is he still can, right? Because like,
Yeah, you could be a
We-
dick.
I
But you're
used
just
to-
gonna hunt cheating husbands.
no, but I mean, like, I used to think that like once you get to 35, you couldn't jump into something like that. But like some people take that long to calm down enough to do it, and
Yeah,
if you can
I didn't.
figure it out, yeah.
My shoes
so
are
much-
not easy to grow into. I was fighting. I still have the Elon Musk disease with like multiple voices in my head yelling at ideas. It doesn't stop.
Yeah.
It's a motor
Oh,
that
man.
doesn't stop turning. It sucks. It's painful.
It's
I
yeah,
smoke
it's
a
one
lot
of
of
those things
weed.
that we
to calm.
got screwed over.
Yeah, it's. I think I blame
Yeah.
my family genes because my Rostex genes. Half the family
Yeah.
was just millionaires. The other half is absolutely batshit crazy, and we got
like-
that gene, man. 100%.
You know Grabowski, right? Like,
Of course.
his,
Whatever happened to
his
them?
cousin, he's got a kid now in Toronto.
Whoa.
I talked to him like very
course
briefly
he
for the
does.
first
We're
time
old.
in a long time. But
I'm always so
just
shocked to
one,
hear
though. Like, it
people
took him
have
a long
kids.
time.
I'm like,
He
really?
went through
They
so
have?
much to do that, though.
Oh, whoa.
But what?
I fucked up. That was all me, guys. I take full responsibility for this, especially this move
It
I'm
was
about to chill.
Well, I
Oh.
almost nice. But his cousin was Sasha Reed, and she's like a profiler for.
Sasha Reed.
Yeah, she was a cheerleader, blonde.
I know a.
Football
Oh no, I know
fan. She'd
Sasha,
have
the
parties.
native girl. Whoa.
But she's like a what you call it, a criminal serial killer profiler, and she developed some system in Toronto, and she like uncovered this like
What?
guy that hadn't been solved for a long time,
Dope.
and now she like that's like now that she's done that, you're basically like a superstar in that world. So
Nice.
if you keep networking,
Yeah, good
aw.
shit.
Yeah, I was just like I was keeping track of it because I was like I was watching or paying attention right when she caught the guy or helped catch the guy, and it's like I couldn't believe it was somebody from Trident.
That's awesome, though. I was told. I watched that motivational videos way too young and shit. They're like any rule or law
yeah,
or
yeah,
something put before you was put by someone dumber than you. There's no way you couldn't be smarter than them. Fuck IQ points. You can always solve a
Yeah.
puzzle. There's always an answer.
Yeah.
And the
Now,
best part is when it's natural, like all life, it's a better mystery than ever. You probably couldn't solve it if it's like a natural weird thing. Like life's just so surprising. I love it.
yeah,
There's always a
forget all
weird kink or the unknown variable. I like that.
yeah, there's something about like there's no straight lines in nature or something.
Yeah. God doesn't build in straight lines. You won't find it.
Yeah.
But they're seeing it on
And
Mars.
all our rules and lawyer
Oh,
stuff
that was a
is
nice
all,
shot.
It's all straight line stuff, and like it's
That's
just,
some
that's
monopolized, convoluted shit right there, man.
Oh,
Jesus.
my favorite was when Grabowski was in high school. He told me about how like when you're driving like in Winnipeg or Toronto and there's all these billboards and stuff. Like, no matter who you are, it affects you, and you'll never know how. But it's like when you're driving, there's everything that you have to look at. It like your brain's like actually looking at the whole like a Tesla.
Oh, yeah,
you
no
ever see, like,
doubt.
the Tesla cam. Yeah, your brain's doing that the whole time, and it's like telling you what you want to hear, and you can like if you're smart enough to like know and notice it, you can change it and stuff. It's kind of wild, but I'm only learning about it now. There's so much change.
I think just recognizing it's a huge thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh shit, what's it called?
That's why I loved psychology, man.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
beautiful thing. I wanted it for poker. I just wanted to be a better poker player. I have a huge 15 hours piece tattoo on my thigh of poker. That's all I wanted was in people's heads once. And then once you kind of gaped the door, I was like, oh, women are easy. I loved it. Once I knew.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not like that. I'm like, women are difficult. Bosses are difficult.
Okay, works.
Anybody I
like a
can't
whole other
spend time
deal,
with,
man.
I'll just freak out if I like go to sit down for an interview. I'm like, I don't like. What are we talking about here? And like, I'm like, do I have to fight you about who I am? Like, that's how I feel. Like, I feel like I'm entering a fight. And I'm like I can't do anything. I'm like, I just sit there and mumble shit. I'm just like,
I get
can't, like,
awkwardly
I don't wanna
nervous,
argue with you,
and I
like,
get funny. I love like BDI interviews where you're even more nervous. You feel like sick before you go in there. Like I'll just be hilarious. I'm not even trying. It's so weird. I probably should have been a comedian. I could just ramble shit off when I'm nuts. Fuck.
Oh, that's the thing. That's what's good about the internet now. You can like find what a dick. You can find like ways to do it. Like right now you're doing it, but you know, like
Yeah.
not every stream's like this. But you just
Oh no,
talk
you
shit
said
about
some
life.
good shit in the text the other day, like how everybody works for somebody. You got to be selling it to be the streamer and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's a damn good point, man. And I'm gonna need a
Oh.
striker pack and a good PC to start making closey videos. I need a VPN
Oh, man,
going.
So right now there's like this big exodus
Oh.
of streamers. I went soft there.
Oh yeah,
So
Twitch is
an
fucking a
exodus-
lot of people over too.
Yeah, so like there's this girl from Dryan like 6 months ago or something. She was selling a laptop that was like worse than mine, but she was like charging a whole bunch. But she just posted a custom PC for $5,000, and it's got like shit in it, and
Yikes.
like but she's a girl on Twitch. Like they're used to people buying stuff for them, off them because they're hot. Like,
Yeah,
that's
for different
legitimately like,
meaning.
well, that's
Oh!
but you gotta tap into that, right? Like you can pull that off. It's just like how you do it matters, and having like nowadays people have like a boss that understands a lot of the nuances and what pisses people off about streams, right? Like
Yeah.
there's one trick I learned about if your stream's too high of a quality, less people watch it, but I can't figure out how that works or when to use
Interesting.
it. Yeah, because like
Interesting.
there's options to like if you stream in one level of resolution, if you're an affiliate, people can drop it down for themselves, but if you're not, it just streams at whatever you're streaming
Oh,
at.
so some people, yeah, they don't want to use up all their data, and they probably want to stream it
Yeah.
low quality. Oh, that makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
and like
yeah.
and the other thing is like fine tuning your sound settings, like so
Mm.
that, like you do that with mics and stuff, like you're willing to try it and figure it out, but like there's people
Absolutely.
that no,
Holy
they
shit.
just set it up for you. It's like my camera right now, I've been posting clips, and like some of my most popular ones are like, why is your camera settings like that? I'm like, I don't know, like I don't even
What do you
notice.
mean?
Like, like apparently I'm all zoomed out, and like everybody else is like zoomed in on their car, and like I can't do it because I like seeing behind me, so I can dodge people.
Nice. I don't know. My camera's pretty dope on my phone, like Galaxy 22X. Has fucking
yeah, it's
sick
good.
lens. But I saw a guy that had like a $3,000 camera when I was running, taking like, he was so close to a shitty, haha, blew you up, bitch, to a shitty, ugly leaf, but the size of the lens, you knew it was going to be a dope picture, right? Like, I was
Yeah.
like, yo, I need that for my Pokemon cards I have. I have some high value cards, and I need the best
Yeah,
picture
I
of
got
them.
that. I got that equipment because I bought one for that purpose, but I don't use it. But it was like
Fuck.
great expensive.
Yeah,
like I don't know
man.
how to sell anything.
It's like a 20 grand camera, I'm pretty sure what I was looking at. Like, he looked like a sports broadcaster without the zoom lens, you know? Like, fuck. But yeah, I'm praying to God, man. I'm gonna put a nice surface today and take some fancy pictures, and like, I haven't seen one of those cards go for under $500,000. I got 3 of them.
I forget where it was coming up recently for some reason, but I don't remember where. I don't know.
But yeah,
I don't know how that
I'm gonna
works.
put
Everything
one on eBay and
is
one
like
on
this.
Kijiji and see what happens. Or one on eBay and one on Amazon, sorry, and see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not quitting.
I don't know.
quit.
That would get me out of
That's not
work,
you.
though. I'm not a greedy guy. If I can make anywhere near a couple $100K right now, I would never work for someone again.
Well, that's the whole point. Like, I didn't collect assets, and that's why I'm screwed over now. Like,
Ugh.
I
When you're in
need-
debt,
I
they
need the
want your
buying
assets.
power I
It's
had.
horrible.
yeah. So, like, all I have right now is like PlayStation, laptop, steering wheel stuff, computer chair. My car is worth something, but
Hey, you have a whip right now? That's what I was gonna ask you too.
yeah, I got my Toyota Camry, and it's like just like a old man car, you know. My uncle used to buy Honda Civics every 10 years and like have a system and a
Brilliant.
relationship with the dealership. And
Brilliant.
yeah, he never worried about anything. They gave him the best price. He'd come in, they'd have it ready for him. Like it was just like I don't
A
know.
better
who
leasing deal. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah, I
dope.
don't know how he figured it out, but like, yeah.
That's
he's
what they do when they
always
work
had a
there long
car.
enough. They just keep taking new ones off the lot and leasing them out with their own rates. It's fucked.
Well, and then like he lives in like the Toronto area, so like you're winning the bartering battle with salesmen in that area a lot of the times.
Yeah, my boy Ian Connor's one of Connor's best friends. Him and Evelyn and everybody, they were in the finance games from college. They had like scholarships. She was cheerleader, he was basketball. But they live in like $2 million house in Cali, and he works at a fucking Mercedes dealership. It's just ridiculous. She's in one of the offices too. I don't even know. He just said he was in finances, and I'm like, wait, but you work at a car dealership and you're rich? I'm so confused. I'm like, where's the connection here? How many cars do you sell? He's like, I don't actually sell cars. I was like, oh.
Just
But yeah, he's
I know
doing
somebody
alright.
I know somebody that did that job and couldn't stand making money that way and quit and went.
I would have
full
been a
full
great
Buddha monk.
fucking. Oh, really? He went the other way
Oh,
with
yeah.
it. Eh?
Oh yeah, this
Had
other
some
guy
guilt,
was like,
did he?
this other guy got into the weed world and was like smoking with like Cypress Hill and Cottonmouth Kings and stuff. And
Dope.
but he got screwed
Stop
over
up.
eventually by somebody. So he
Oh no.
kind of like
No.
went crazy and went into the bush. Like
Wow.
I don't know if I could. He didn't go crazy. I just think like he's a little bit like scared of certain things and like makes choices based on that or some shit. Because eventually you got to get bored of the bush. Like I don't know.
No
I know
shit,
people have
right?
wanted to do it their whole life. Even I did. But I'm like, then you like don't have any influence. You don't have any like concept of the world. Like, and there's
Just-
a lot of years to go.
The more I'm in the city, the more I'm like, when I'm older, I'm gonna definitely be a shut-in. I'll be that old man that doesn't leave his house other than for a bike ride or a run or whatever. I do a hike if I can.
Watch this. This is how
Oh,
you
is
do it
this
with
sick?
the ball. This is
Oh,
it's just
see,
how you
that
do it
was
with the
dope.
ball. That's why I like the puck because you can get it.
That was
Sorry, I
weird.
cut you off. Snowboard.
No, it's all good, but
want
just
indoor-
like the more I'm in the city, I hate people. It's so
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
People are
There's
like,
no getting around it.
I'm a rare, like unless I'm on White Ave, I don't see a lot of white people anymore. I'm a rare commodity on the West End.
Calgary's got this weird thing where they're like trying to poach people out of Toronto.
And yeah, Toronto poaches people out of here. It's so weird. I got offered like 2 or 3 tire jobs, get your own van, your own tire buster in a vehicle. Literally, it would have been the dope setup. I love busting tires. They were gonna pay me like 30 an hour to do it. And then when I signed all the papers and stuff, they're like, the truck we showed you actually got filled. All we have left is a few things in Toronto. We house and board you and give you a place to live, this and that. And I'm like, I have a girlfriend and a cat here. I'm like, I have a life. I have a house. I'm like, I can't do that. They're like, you sure? We need you in Toronto. I'm like, I'm not going to Toronto to live on the 401 and bust tires. That's why you want to pay me 30 an hour.
Apparently the people who are playing right now are all excited about this win. Like just like casually
Really?
like talking and like
What?
barely
I
watching.
didn't even notice they were shit talking. I was reading a word they said.
Like this, there's this thing called like the flow state, and that's what this game does for me. It just takes care of my hands and my monkey mind, they call it, and I just like chill out. Without
Oh,
a
the
video
monkey
game, I
mind when
can't
you
do
got
it.
all the wheels turning? Fuck, I call it
Yeah, it's
poison.
quiet. It's called quieting your monkey mind, because like if you give your hands something to do, like it kind of like stimulates your brain a little bit. That's how I know I have ADHD
I give this to
problems,
somebody.
you know?
Oh yeah, see, I was tested for that, and then I take home tests to like,
Don't-
self-diagnose.
Don't trust that shit. Don't.
And
like,
I
'cause
know
the
I
thing
do.
is like so much time has passed, and like the whole point is like, okay, so for our parents, there's like you're 18 years old and you're 25 years old, right? Those are two like windows in everybody's life in Canada. Well, they were. I'm not sure. I
They
think they're trying to
were.
destroy them. But
You're sure it
so
doesn't go down
18
anymore.
18 is Ontario and like covered insurance. Like you're just like in a certain caliber where if
Ooh.
you have an issue, they'll fix you up before you turn 18, right? Like that's what I had a bunch of surgeries when I was a kid. But then my
Sure,
parents
everybody did.
benefits from like worked for me until I was 25. And then after that, I like started convincing myself I'm like I have ADHD, and then I started realizing I was screwed because I passed those two windows to actually have money to cover it.
True,
So,
because they
like,
give them like branches, or what they call. They give them
well, there's
like good reimbursements for it, especially if you have a good
Yeah.
union job. Fuck man.
That's what I mean. Like union. Okay, this is what I realized because Ontario's messing with their healthcare system. Their union jobs are like a tier above everybody else. Like they go to the
Oh
hospital,
yeah.
they get serviced and everything, and like they're just like slowly making them like this like special group of people, and they like get everything good. So like they'll be voting, they'll be voting for themselves for a long time, and everybody else is gonna slowly like lose like the good care we've had in the past, and it's like,
Yeah, I
ugh.
remember Bannister. Like I was working for them, making 26, I think, for Garda. I had my own truck and a sweet night shift gig. They're like, you
Wait,
could do
Garda.
that. Yeah, I was working for Garda when I on the Bannister pipeline for like 3 years, night shifts.
Oh, okay. I was thinking
That
of like
was
the security cars that go to banks and stuff, and
No, no, well,
like
that's still Garda. Yeah, that's another branch
yeah.
of them, but they do everything. They just gave me an F-150 and sent me out to camp with this Bannister. But Bannister Pipeline was with a specific union that no matter what, if you're on the line, you started at 55 an hour. And it just went up every year. And they're like, it's 22K to buy in. You should buy in right now. And they'll give you that $30 raise tomorrow. Still work for Garda. I was like, wait, what? How's that work?
It
They're like,
just
they would
works.
branch
Don't
you
ask
out.
questions.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, that's what it was. I was like, I have 20 grand, but do they take cash? They're like, what kind of a question is that? He's like, no. I was like, well, I don't
Extra
have 20
questions how
grand
you lose.
then. Hey, it's called honesty. I found
Uh,
a hot real estate agent in Red Deer that was going to buy a house with all my money. She's like, it's not a problem. We're good with the bank. It's good. We'll cook up receipts for you. It's totally legal. I'm like, it doesn't sound legal. I'm like, what the hell? Then I was like, I don't want to live in Red Deer for the rest of my life. But yeah,
well,
I
you
could
know
have got
what though?
like,
Like,
yeah,
you
the
just
house
gotta
was like
own that though.
460, and she was gonna give me like an 1100 mortgage. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, but it's like a 30-year one. I was like, is that bad? Fuck. But yeah, I would have had to stay there for forever, or at least 3 years until I could sell the bitch. Felt losing too much money. Oh, where's my dupage
Well,
lighter?
special one.
Red Deer was a better place.
We're
Yo, it's a
taking a
scary
break
place.
after this game for a couple minutes. I
Okay,
gotta put something in my tummy. I
your
have like all
tummy.
the I have all the flu. I have all the flu feelings of like you got a COVID shot, so you know what it's like, right? You got the
Oh
like the
yeah.
flu feeling the next day. Yeah, my arm kept me up all night.
Did
It's
you? Is
weird. I
this your
couldn't do anything
second
about it.
dose or is it your first?
No, no, I got some new one they made for all
Yeah,
the.
yeah. So
There's
second
like
dose then?
three. There's two more. No, it should be my fourth, I think.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna grow like a.
No
I'm
wonder you
hoping like
feel
a.
weird.
I'm hoping I get a little like extra inch, you know. I'm hoping
Oh
that
my
like
god.
wherever it messes with me, I
What the
hope
fuck?
it's like boom. Oh, I had the wildest dream last night too. Like I was like,
Oh man.
that was real. I was panicking and stuff. Like,
They
uh,
pumped you full of chemicals. I just took the one shot and they changed my deltoid tendon look for life. They literally
oh
changed the
yeah,
shape of my arm because yeah, the way she injected,
it
like
didn't go away.
I know how steroids inject into your body, and she injected that into my muscle tone. I was like, what are you doing? Not into
she
that. I'm like, you gotta go deeper.
she
It
was
was like,
she was just going where her eyes took her, man.
I guess so. And I was wearing a muscle
Should have,
shirt, so now my center
yeah.
deltoid, like the one she hit, has become the prominent one and not the front three. And I'm like, hey, when I'm flexing, I notice, and I can see it in pictures. It just swelled up in a different way and did not swell. She made it firmer. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it because now I've barely been hitting the gym heavy, and I'm just running and doing toning for a couple weeks, trying to get my back right for this weather switch.
Ooh, yeah.
But I think it's my neck that's causing back pain. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's crazy. I'm in so much pain. Ugh. Smoke my weed. Yeah, try and hang on for a little bit longer, Johnny. I can go for a run soon. I think it's still too cold out though. Johnny?
Wait,
Oh, you're
wait,
still there.
hold on. I'm getting some help
My weather network
selling
has an
stuff.
ad now? Come on. What are you guys doing to me? Oh my god, it's 12 degrees. Ugh. 13 by 1, 14 by 2, 16 by 3. I can't fast till 3. I'll die. I hear you, Tommy. I hear you. You know what I did the last 2 days off? I got out of bed in the morning and I went and cooked pizza pops. As soon as I woke up.
Yeah, you said
Breakfast
that.
of
I was like,
Champions. I loved
ooh,
it.
that's like weekend talk. I missed that.
I felt like a Saturday morning in high school or something. You know what I mean? It was good. And Nikki looks at me. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you fast. You don't eat in the morning ever. She was so shocked and weird. She's like, you're not feeling okay. You woke up hungry. I'm like, I'm always hungry. That's fasting. You embrace the pain. Those gut rots you get when you're hungry, they go away within like 2 days. That stops happening.
It's true. It's very true. Like lots of stuff goes away. And like, you ever eat a frozen pizza pop drunk?
I've undercooked a few. Took in a good bite out of it, chewed her down. Ugh. It's not
like shortly
material.
after me, you and Grabowski were like having our like closed party. I had like some sort of open party like in that kind of time frame that I can't remember when it was. But I got so drunk the next morning or early morning, I don't know what the hell it was. I took a frozen pizza pop and like I couldn't stop myself from eating it. Like I just did it.
Driven to eat.
Yeah.
That's
like,
primal instincts right there.
I know all these drunk people that do like terrible things like when they're drunk and they're in that mode, like they'll just be assholes or whatever. But like for me, I'm just like frozen pizza pop. How could this go bad? Like, oh man.
I remember dunking like a Hawaiian bun in Turtles ice cream one morning. And just like I ate that together after a night of partying. I was like, that'll do.
What is a Hawaiian bun?
Exactly like a, what the fuck you call it? Come on, Harold and Kumar White Castle bun. Like the little square, like kind of like a biscuit for Thanksgiving turkey dinners and stuff. It's called Hawaiian bun. And they come in rolls of like four wide by like 6 deep. And they're the best little buns. You should make sandwiches on them and like French toast out of them. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. They're more cake than white bread.
I feel like I know what you're talking about. I've had, like,
you just don't know it by Hawaiian roll. Yeah. So you can use 4 of them to make a real sandwich and cut it up 4 ways. Oh, best little party treats ever.
You've been watching Epic Mealtime, haven't you?
I watch Tim watching food TikToks. He puts them together, and then I watch. I watch all this little shit. Anything to cook chicken different ways. Like buffalo chicken dip is probably my favorite meal ever with football, for sure.
Yeah. I know somebody who makes it.
Like you put it on the chips or separately. It's just Yo, what happened to Davey? Man, I hadn't seen him in years. I'm shocked at how the age got a hold of him. Fuck,
you see him wobble when he walks and like.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, but the thing is,
he's still Davey though.
I had to. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, absolutely. But he's in this stage where he's doing his own thing now, and like you gotta take some time and like tell him what you want him to do, so that like I don't know. It's like my sister is gonna have a baby soon, and he smokes, and he's like, but Britt smokes weed. I'm like, yeah, but you're like an old ass man, and like she's gonna stop on her own. We're telling you to stop smoking cigarettes around the kid, right? And like,
yeah,
he made a big deal
like,
about
no.
it. I'm like,
Dad, you have to.
Yeah. I'm like, you do want the best for them. And he's like, absolutely does, but he's like, for some reason, like, but I can't live without it. I'm like, oh god.
I got it.
He's cool though. Like I noticed he hasn't been smoking around me since I brought it up, so I think he's going for it. He just needs that motivation from somebody else, right? Like
I miss smoking every day. It's the most. That was the hard. Like losing from 300 pounds down to like 220, 210, 205 wasn't hard compared to quitting smoking. Holy shit! Once you get used to dieting and chicken, it's not hard. But
if I have a good opportunity to quit, like I can't get cigarettes, I don't get messed up. But if I could buy them, then I'm like, my brain's like, must get smokes. Yeah.
I smelled like a backwood in a Colt the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, get in me. Like it smells so good. Yeah, like a backwood, a good backwood. Oh my god. I need to go on vacation so bad. I smoke on vacation, so that's why I want to go.
Yeah.
I will have a cigar every time I'm in America. Whoa!
Wine tip Colts.
Oh yeah, that's what I smelled too. He had that on the line.
Oh, and then me and Savory ended up finding somebody that smoked them, and like you might even smoke them with us when you were bowling with us. But like, once I hit like one of those or whatever, I was just like, oh my god, like.
Yeah, that's what my dad used to smoke. We used to steal it off him. That's how I got started on smoking.
Yeah, that's
why I liked Demorier too, and I started gross. Oh, so gross. Export 8 Golds are 22 a pack now. That's insane. I'd be so broke. I'd be so broke.
I was with somebody who had Chew from Toronto. It was like Copenhagen Long
30
Mint. That's like
3 a tin. insane.
Yeah.
I buy my
Yeah, I
logs from
remember-
America though. I still chew when I want because it's $25 Canadian for a log out of the States. Why wouldn't I? And you get 5 of
Yeah,
them. Here, 30.
I knew somebody
40.
that was still addicted when they went up in price, so they're kind of screwed for a bit. But they
Yeah.
figured it out after.
You gotta get off TrueNorth.com. Oh yeah, free advertising. I love
Yeah,
that
that's
site.
exactly where they were by the
Yes.
end. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where you get
That's
it,
true.
and you don't pay duty fee. That you can send that shit by the dozens.
Wait, don't you get surprised sometimes and actually do,
Sometimes,
but
like $6.
most- Yeah.
So what?
Yeah, but it happens, so yeah.
Okay, I shouldn't say it on
Yes.
stream, but it's not illegal. I just got lucky. I bought over 4,000 to 7,000 bucks worth of car parts out of Cali specifically. It's where my car was manufactured in Long Beach, motherfuckers. It was transferred over in the dealership in Calgary to Canadian Speedometer, and they did something else. I think with the rad, maybe added fluid for winter. I don't know what they did.
Block eater.
Some, yeah. Well, I put that in Fort Mac myself.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That was a bitch. Anyways, yeah, I bought all
Yeah,
those
you
car
ordered
parts,
parts.
and I've never paid duty fee on a car part. Only when I ordered logs and tobacco. It's crazy.
Oh man, I
been
ordered
so
a $200 pillow when COVID hit because like I learned that was an awesome pillow.
Was
And
it
it never
$200?
showed up. It
Oh,
never
yeah,
showed
nothing
up.
showed up
And then I
during
tried
COVID.
calling them, they're just like gone. I'm like, so no refund. And
Your
then,
company was
yeah,
out of money and you stole it? Is that what happened?
they got me good. Those
You
jerks.
should see my credit card. I charged 3 different PS5s, and none of them showed up. They'd get to the city, they'd be unloaded at EB Games, and they would disappear in the shipping bay at EB Games.
Same way. It's the same way you got yours, isn't it? Isn't that how Nikki got lucky or whatever?
Ah, she was walking by, and there was 3 people arguing over the price of it because it was too cheap, and they wanted it. And she's like, "I'll pay that." And they're like, "Ma'am, step forward." And the 2 guys are like, "No, we're here arguing about it." He's like, "I said step aside. Let the lady at the front." And she paid like $550 for my PS5. I was like, "What?" I had no headset, no spare controller, even though the box said it came with those 2 things, and that was the dispute. Everyone was probably like, "No, there's no video card" or something. They were like arguing. And she's like, "Yeah, I'll take that. My boyfriend says you can take it right now." She's on the phone with me. Buy it. I'm staring at one. You want it? I'm like, pay anything. She's like, it's cheaper than the other ones. I'm like, doesn't matter. Buy it.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good
That was
thing.
such a deal. And now I can see through the map in COD.
Yeah.
Just like
Well,
Day to
you know
Pete.
what,
I have
man?
walls. It's great.
So, take the white panels on the PS5 come
Yeah,
off
I got-
real easy.
I-
You lift a corner,
they're not
lift a
real
corner and
easy.
slide it.
That's
No, it is,
scary.
it is. No, it is though. Like there's
I
one
was-
corner with a button. Like let me tell you, there's one corner with a button in it, right? And you just
I've
lift it up,
literally
and then you
seen a
just cut-
video.
and you just like hold. But yeah, and if it won't
There's a
move,
specific
if you,
way
it won't move if you
it
don't do it
pops
right.
off.
But once
I'm
you pop
scared.
both off, then you get fan access. Like I went to take the fan off, but I didn't have the right fit, so I just blew into the fins on the side.
Yeah.
And all the dirt would come out. And
I
after that, it
literally
stopped
looked yesterday
crashing.
and I was like, if I can get the panel off, I'll do it. Because he even removed the fan, which I don't think I'd do.
No,
But-
yeah, that's what I was trying to do, but like I just
Yeah.
stopped there and blew into it, and it all came
Mhm.
out, and like it stopped freezing a lot more.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah, lots of
Yeah,
people
I
think
don't
it's
even-
just overheating and it's cooking my processor, and they're like, "That's why you can see through cracks of the map." Oh, I tried.
I think it's cooking your PSU, their power supply. 'cause
Oh.
that's where it's happening. That's where they tell you to vacuum when you're.
Yeah, the back
God.
low part there,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it works,
definitely
though,
could use
like-
some maintenance. What if I
Well,
don't
that's
move?
the thing. Like people do
I
it for
could
right
buy
cheap
my
too,
computer. I could do stuff. Maybe next chat. I don't know. This house is just literally a stone throw away, which is why I'm like, do I want to move it all for a garage and a small yard? Yeah, sounds great. It's only $1,500 a month. I'm like, Nikki, if we got a roommate for like 2 or 3 months, we could pay like nothing. Like after bills, you pay like $600. She's like, wow, that sounds nice. I'm like, yeah, you can save some money on a check. Or in my case, EI. Haha.
I'm just so dumb. Like I can't go or I couldn't go and get my DZ. Like I could get it easy, but the process, I'm just like, there's a process. Nah, I gotta like, my
gotta
brain's
jump
all
through
fucked
the
up like that.
Oops, man.
No.
Oh, eat
so-
it. I tried too
like,
much power.
Like I know exactly what to do half the time with a lot of smart moves,
Woo!
but I can't make them. I make dumb moves. Every time I try to do a smart move that I know how to do, I'm like,
Mm.
oh, I stopped halfway and did it wrong, and now I'm screwed. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like-
I literally don't learn unless I go, fuck, I fucked that up. Like, I have to have
Yeah,
that
then
moment.
it- then
I
you
have
never
to have that moment.
Yeah.
I can't, like, you leave me a bar, that's gonna shock you. But,
I got
Yeah, I don't
so
know.
mad at like the secretary at the hospital that like I remembered my appointment because I was just getting so frustrated with like trying to set up an appointment. Like I'd miss a call
Jesus.
and I'd call them back and they'd be like, who called you? We don't have any record of that. I'm like, well, you know what? Like I know this is gonna take 3 days just to get a hold of them, and then all these slots are gonna be filled. Like I just like got mad, and then I'm like, I actually remember the date now. Usually I'm just like have to write it down, and like the day it shows up, I'm like, oh my god, I got an appointment. Like it's like what? Oh,
I had a poker night the night before my retake of first year electrical, and I missed the exam. And you can only fill it 3 times, or else you have to go back to school. So I went in, and then I rewrote it again, and I got like a 64, and you need a 70. So I was like, no, I was freaking out. And then I went in, and I finally beat it. I was like, unbelievable. But I was like a second year, 7th year. I couldn't go back to work for that. It looks bad on paper after a while. But they're like, why don't you go to school? I'm like, I'd rather make the paychecks right now. I'm happy. Mm.
oh man.
So you want me to
My
go
resume's a
spend 5
joke.
grand? Or I could sit here and make 10 this month? I don't know.
I was like the least loyal employee until Herzog, and then like it's just like the only part of my resume that matters now. There's nothing else that matters.
It's the only thing that looks good. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a goal in
Well,
himself,
like there's
isn't
a
it?
beer store, but I got into the mill for 2 months and got dropped off or whatever it's called, laid off. So I stopped
Damn.
working at the beer store. But if I would have got my DZ and worked at the beer store, I would have been laughing.
Look at
I
that
could've
shot.
moved around
Oh,
almost. I could have
Yeah, I
worked
was-
at London. I could have worked in Dryden in the summer. Like I could have just been set.
I was so confused all my life. I was like, Dad, you never hooked me up with the mill gig. He's like, yeah, that's right, I didn't. You can thank me now. You're old enough. I was like, oh, I get it. He never wanted me to stay there. He's like, nah, you're the kind of kid that gets out. I'm like, okay.
My dad said his moment was 35 when he had that choice. Where I am now, he said he was like ready to look for something else and chill out, but he couldn't do it. He was like the money, benefits, that's what happens. That's what you can't make the choice at one point. You're like, my life
Like,
needs
you get
this.
do you have a record?
Oh no.
Joe,
I should've had
Connor's
one,
going
but
to
I never
restart
got
his life in Caymans, man. His brother's already down there killing it. He's like, he's going. Like, that's a thing. I couldn't believe when I heard that. Lots of people just like, they're just done with Canada, or they're moving more than 2 provinces away. I'm like, whoa.
Half the battle is
Everybody's-
knowing somebody else who's done it already, because like that makes things just like a little bit more convenient and understandable.
Yeah.
It
True.
doesn't mean like you'll end up hanging out with them or even being able to stay in the same spot as them, but like at least you know what not to do when you're moving there. And maybe.
Well, I
Unless
got
you
offered a
real
job
lucky.
where Derek lived in Kelowna area there, and I was like, no, I can't live there. I got a job friend there. And then a few months went by, and I'm like, maybe I should have. I might have known someone. But that'd be an awkward hello. Like when I went back to town, and then my dad went to sell store, Adam Davidson was working one of the counters. He's like, Byron, go say hi. It's Adam. I was like, oh. Walked over. I'm like, what's up? And then I realized I hadn't talked to him since like grade 9. I was
Yeah,
like, Dad,
right?
this is awkward. I don't want to even say hello. Who gives a fuck what you've been doing with the last 20 years? I don't care.
Well, I ran into somebody yesterday I hadn't seen in a while, but like they had stories about town and like some of the like murders and like crack stuff that's been going on here, and like so we just talked about that. Like I just got caught up on so much stuff. Like well, it's just so bad here, and like the cops are kind of wishy-washy about whether or not they're actually doing something about it. Like OPPs, like we don't have Dryden police anymore, right?
Overworked now, right?
Dryden police is
Like
gone.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're not overworked. They're underfunded, so that it works out to be overworked. Like
True.
it's a system. It's
It's the main problem with the states. They're like, oh, defund the cops. I'm like, no, the problem is they don't have enough, and they're not trained to deal with these situations, so they're whipping out instead of being like,
Yeah.
I could out wrestle you because I'm in shape. Nah, they're fat off donuts.
Yeah,
They're whipping
training
out.
matters so much for making those go safer. Like, and training takes so much money that you don't get like an immediate return on. So it's hard to like convince people it's worth it. Yeah.
Oof.
Uh,
I don't know, I
Being
could
a
drive
cop,
truck
though.
anywhere. Fuck. I should have been a cop. I'm so mad my sister stole my career. That's what I wanted. And then she went on the strike force, which is what I wanted. She did everything I wanted to do.
yo,
What?
I need minutes. I need some minutes here.
How long do you
I don't know
need?
I don't know. I gotta eat something quick, like probably 10:15 or something.
Oh, that's not
It depends if I get set up, but
Okay,
because I skipped it and started playing video games, and I know how I get. I'll
go
make
eat
it
a bowl of
to
cereal,
supper
something quick.
easy.
'cause
No,
I
that's
gotta
what I'm doing. That's
stall.
what I'm doing.
I gotta stall for like another hour, maybe more if I could. without eating
Dude.
before I go running, and then I
Get
can
the
run.
heat.
I
Ooh,
need- yeah.
I'm not
So
eating anything.
cold
I'm
out.
just going to like do lots of shit. I'm not gonna eat anything. I don't have any food. Food's worthless. There, does that help?
Word. I'll be on
Okay.
COD. Come join up.
Yeah, I believe it. Okay, bye.
Later, buddy. All right, chat. Let's jump ship here and see what we'll find over at COD. Wait, I have to leave this party first, don't I? There it is. Leave party. Whew, it's not easy to operate these systems. All right, guys. Jump ship here. As soon as I figure out how to do it. There we go.